I'm not trusting him with my hands. When will you get that Oh, do you want her to sit there? It works.
No, your finger.
स्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सत्य धर्म परायणाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई वरदाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सत्पुरुषाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सत्यगुणात्मने नमः। ॐ श्री साई साधुवर्धनाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई साधुजनपोषणाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वज्ञाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वजनप्रियाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वशक्तिमूर्तये नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वेशाय नमः। परित्यागिने नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वान्तर्यामिने नमः। ॐ श्री साई महिमात्मने नमः। ॐ श्री साई महेश्वर स्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई पत्तिग्रामोद्भवाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई पत्तिक्षेत्र निवासिने नमः। ॐ श्री साई यशकाय शिरडिवासिने नमः। ॐ श्री साई जोडियादिपल्ली सोमप्पाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई भारद्वाज ऋषिगोत्राय नमः। ॐ श्री साई भक्तवत्सलाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई आन्तरात्मने नमः। ॐ श्री साई अवतारमूर्तये नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वभयनिवारिणे नमः। ॐ श्री साई आपस्तम्भसूत्राय नमः। ॐ श्री साई अभयप्रदाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई रत्नाकरवंशोद्भवाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई शिरडी साई अभेदशक्त्यावताराय नमः। ॐ श्री साई शङ्कराय नमः। ॐ श्री साई शिरडी साई मूर्तये नमः। ॐ श्री साई द्वारकामायि वासिने नमः। ॐ श्री साई चित्रावलीतटपुट्टभक्तिविहारिणे नमः। ॐ श्री साई शक्तिप्रदाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई शरणागतत्राणाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई आनन्दाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई आनन्ददाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई आर्तत्राणपरायणाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई अनाथनाथाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई असहाय सहायाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई लोकबान्धवाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई लोकरक्षापरायणाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई लोकनाथाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई दीनजनपोषणाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई मूर्तित्रय स्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई मुक्तिप्रदाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई कलुषविदूराय नमः। ॐ श्री साई करुणाकराय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वाधाराय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वहृद्वासिने नमः। ॐ श्री साई पुण्यफलप्रदाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वपापक्षयकराय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वरोगनिवारिणे नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वबाधाहराय नमः। ॐ श्री साई अनन्तनुतकर्तृणे नमः। ॐ श्री साई आदिपुरुषाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई आदिशक्तये नमः। ॐ श्री साई अवरूपशक्तिने नमः। ॐ श्री साई अव्यक्तरूपिणे नमः। ॐ श्री साई कामक्रोधध्वंसिने नमः। ॐ श्री साई कनकाम्बरधारिणे नमः। ॐ श्री साई अद्भुतचर्याय नमः। ॐ श्री साई साई प्रेमा मूर्तये नमः। ॐ श्री साई प्रेम प्रदाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई प्रियाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई भक्त प्रियाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई भक्त मंदाराय नमः। ॐ श्री साई भक्तजन हृदय विहाराय नमः। ॐ श्री साई भक्तजन हृदयालयाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई भक्त पराधीनाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई भक्ति ज्ञान प्रदीपाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई भक्ति ज्ञान प्रदाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सुज्ञान मार्गदर्शकाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई ज्ञान स्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई गीता बोधकाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई ज्ञान सिद्धिकाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सुंदर रूपाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई पुण्य पुरुषाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई वरप्रदाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई पुरुषोत्तमाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई पुराण पुरुषाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई अतीताय नमः। ॐ श्री साई कालातीताय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सिद्धिरूपाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सिद्धसंकल्पाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई आरोग्यप्रदाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई अन्नवस्त्रदाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई संसार दुःख क्षयकराय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वाभीष्टप्रदाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई कल्याणगुणाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई कर्मध्वंसिने नमः। ॐ श्री साई साधुमानसशोभिताय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सर्वमत सम्मताय नमः। ॐ श्री साई साधुमानस परिशोधकाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई साधकानुग्रह वटवृक्ष प्रतिष्ठापकाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सकल संशय हराय नमः। ॐ श्री साई सकल तत्वबोधकाय नमः। ॐ श्री साई योगीश्वराय नमः। ॐ श्री साई
pranams to the lotus feet of Bhagavan Shri Satya Sai Baba. Sai Ram, everyone.
Sai Ram.
So, as you can see, our presentation is regarding the theme of Prema, love, and so we wanted to start off by asking this question: what is love? And if anybody can answer what is love to them in one word, that would be great.
Love is God.
Yes, Ashrit.
Love is like it's sort of related to non-violence because you're like
One word, buddy.
That's hard for a human also.
Love is what?
Yes. Okay, guys, those are all very good answers.
So this is like a collage of what words, what love means to some people, and to each person it's so unique what love is. And so today we're going to take more time in explaining what love is, the journey of love, and who are the embodiments of love, and so on and so forth.
So, the journey of love. There's different types of love, but first, the journey of love starts with self-love, because if you don't love yourself, you can't love anybody else. And so, self-love means overcoming your fears, and it promotes personal progress and growth. And if you don't have self-love, you're always trying to please other people, then that becomes toxic, and that's not the best for you or others in the long run. And so with self-love,
Come back, interpersonal love.
Why you want to go back?
it's
Yeah, I didn't understand the last bullet. An attitude but no gratitude.
It's like when you have too much self-love, you think that you're it,
You don't want to become arrogant with your self-love. You need to have a balance between humbleness as well as loving yourself still and having respect for yourself. Yes, self-love should not be turned into ego.
So the last bullet, uncle, is like what happens if you have that toxic stuff. That's when you develop an attitude without an ego.
Oh, attitude, okay. Too much. Okay, these words are used very different awareness. Okay, Sai. Right.
So the next step we think is interpersonal love. Interpersonal love, what we can explain so people can understand is we call it a love between two people, an emotional connection. And basically interpersonal love is great. You share a unique emotional connection with your other somebody, but honestly, too much of that can go to power and possessiveness and love of the physical body, which honestly is no good to anybody. And so those are some of the problems with interpersonal love.
And it also leads to emotional attachment and desires and things like that.
And then the next step is impersonal love, which is loving anybody and anything. It's kind of the stepping stone between, I will love you and I will love anything and I will expect nothing in return. And this is the segue in between realizing that love is so unique and so much bigger than all of us and what we can comprehend. And it's not something that we can understand in a week, a month. It's a lifetime journey. It's a progress that we need to understand. So then the next one is supreme love.
So all of these are stepping stones to supreme love, which is unconditional, selfless love. And it's the purest form of love, and the highest, deepest, and the most righteous form of love in which the mind, body, and the soul are all in harmony. And this is a liberating state, and it also stands for Sai, so am I. And so everything culminates into supreme love. And next, so here are some people, we have a little quiz for you. Here are some people that exhibit supreme love, and so there's a little description, and then you guys can guess the person. So this person was involved in many humanitarian charities and was part of the British Royal, who was helped to destigmatize diseases such as AIDS.
Teresa, can you raise your hand? You want to go first?
Diana?
Yes.
Okay, the next person has helped to revolutionize the treatment of patients after experience of treating wounded soldiers in the Crimean War.
Would you like to give it a guess? You were
Madame
very.
Curie.
That's a very good guess, but that is wrong.
Actually,
It's Florence Nightingale. She was a nurse during the war, and she helped people.
No, but Madame Curie did exactly that.
Sure, Madame Curie is also not scientist. We just
Yeah, we chose her instead, but that's also a very good answer.
She's the woman that got 5 Nobel Prizes.
Was she part of the Crimean War too?
And Crimean War, I don't know that.
Okay, that was the liberation.
Okay, Crimean War.
The next person is the Catholic nun who dedicated her life to caring for the destitute and dying in the slums of Calcutta.
Satyam. Yes, thank you so much.
So today we picked to speak about Mother Teresa. We thought that she is the pure embodiment of pure love, selfless love, sacrificial love, compassion, and so the presentation is going to be about her also. So this is a timeline to sum it up.
Yeah. So she was born in 1910 and was immediately baptized, and she was born into a Christian family. And around the age of 10 to 11 years old, she started having religious visions where Jesus would come to her in her dream and just talk to her and say, you need to go help people. Like, what are you doing? You have to, and he showed visions of all these poor and people in poverty in the slums. And at first she didn't think much of it, because who's going to be believing someone who you see into your dreams when you're 10 years old? So she didn't think much of it, but later on in life,
When she turned 18, she decided to vow her life to God. She realized that her life is nothing but to serve God and whatever God wishes her to do. And so the school that she was working a part of was a big missionary, and they told her to move to Calcutta, and she became a mother of so many children. She started teaching in primary schools, kids of, they weren't so poor, but they weren't so rich. These students, had a home to go to every day. And so she was living a life where it was easy, almost. And then in 1946, I got cut off a little bit, but on a train ride, she had this vision where Jesus said that you have to serve the poorest of the poor, love the people who are unwanted, and make sure that they have a life that they can look forward to every day. And so that was kind of a point where her life kind of transformed into something better. And then she created Missionaries of Charity, where it was just missionaries just to serve people, nothing more, nothing less. Is whoever needed help, they went to her. And then the third point was she also created a colony with people who had a disease of leper. Leper, sorry. But it was just a colony of them where it was easy for them, and they didn't have to worry about anybody, and they weren't discriminated as well.
yeah, and so obviously she didn't expect anything in return for all these amazing things that she's done for the poor people of Calcutta, but she was honored with multiple recognitions and honors, like the Padma Shri, the Nobel Peace Prize, and the Bharat Ratna.
And then in 1982, there was a war happening in Palestine, and a hospital that was kind of broken down, but it was housing 37 disabled children. And in the middle of the war, she walked through and into the hospital, and there were 2 war criminals outside, and she pleaded with them with a big smile. She's like, let them go, they're children, what do you need with them? And she saved 37 disabled children. And then she also got the Medal of Freedom. And then she got canonized in 2016, so she's officially known as Saint Teresa instead of Mother Teresa.
So here's a little snippet of a discourse of Swami, who, and in his discourse he explains what someone with supreme love should be, and we think that he describes Mother Teresa completely.
Transformation within you. We talk too much. But though we talk sweetly, the heart is bitter. Poison. So we should see that there will be nectar within. That is true heart. Krit plus daya. One should be compassionate. One should be full of love. Then you are a true human.
ఈ విధంగా జీసస్ ప్రేమ హృదయమైపోయి అనేక మంది వీరులను సాధనను సాగుతూ సంరక్షిస్తూ వారికి తగినటువంటి తోడులీడిగా ఉండటం చేత అనేక మంది విరోధులు బయలుదేరారు.
As Jesus, being the embodiment of love, he started helping the poor, needy, and the forlorn. Therefore, that led to many of the foes.
ఎవరైనా సరే మంచి వారికి సహాయం చేయండి.
Let it be anyone.
ఎన్ని కష్టములు వచ్చినా కూడా పర్వాలేదు.
Doesn't matter.
ఎన్ని బాధలు సంభవించినా పర్వాలేదు.
You may have difficulties on the way.
పరులను మాత్రం దూషించకూడదు.
But never criticize anybody.
అందరి యందు ఉన్నటువంటి ఒకే ఆత్మనే.
That's it.
Well, as you saw just then, Swami was describing Mother Teresa completely, the exact same. And in the photos there, you can see her helping so many different children out of just the goodness of her heart and not expecting anything less. And that is exhibiting supreme love, which we're all striving to have.
So going into the theme of Deha Māta, our physical mother is the one who has nurtured us, has aided us, and who has taught us, who has raised us into the people that we are today. And without her, I guess we would be nobodies. And so we thought that as Group 4 students, we could do something nice for our moms, the smallest kind of services. Take a minute.
Yeah. Next slide. And so, as part of our love, we have always said, Swami says, love in action is service. And so this Gurupurnima, we have been doing many service projects to help others in need using our supreme love that we're trying to get. And so here's a little video of all the projects that we did this week.
My greatest inspiration.
So obviously, I think for me personally, the pandemic has definitely increased my level of love to help others. And I think we've all seen the true definition of selfless love and serving others and helping others no matter what the cause, no matter what the outcome, and not expecting anything back. And I hope that's true for all of us because it's definitely true for me.
And then, I'm not gonna get political, but I felt like Roe v. Wade definitely showed signs of love. Whatever has happened was kind of made on an unconscious decision where people were just believing in whatever they wanted to believe in instead of standing up for what, the actual humanity needs, and that is, fighting for our rights, and that is love and right action, which is Dharma, and that is what we need to uphold as a democratic society. We must vote, etc., etc. So I'm just going to leave it at that. But I felt like Roe v. Wade definitely shows what we need to improve as a society. And then our concluding thoughts. So it's easy to speak about, oh, you can show love in this, and you just need to show love to everybody. But honestly, I feel like you need to step out of your comfort zone and truly help people. And we're going to each take a second and talk about our own scenario where we've, helped somebody through kindness. So, I guess a couple of months ago, I was at Starbucks, and then there was a person, a disabled man who was on a wheelchair, and he was coming through, and it was automatic, so he didn't need any help. And he needed to go to the restroom was inside, so he needed to turn his wheelchair a little bit. And there was a guy right next to him, and he stepped aside, he stepped aside, and he didn't help. And I wanted to help, and I was like, but does he need help? Should I help? But I was like, honestly, if I was in this situation, I would want help. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna help him, and I pushed the wheelchair. And the smile that he gave me and the thank you that he gave me was honestly so heartfelt that I was like, it just takes a second out of your day to help somebody, and it means the whole entire world to them.
Yeah, and so my experience is not as grand as that one, but like the simple, like opening up a door for someone or just complimenting someone. Like I complimented a stranger the other day, and just like the smile that you got, it's just the little things, like Servi just said, that it just takes a second and it'll make someone's day, and that's showing love. And obviously, if to you it might not seem like a big deal, but it is in the long run. And as those things accumulate, it's a big deal when it comes to it.
So we go to the next slide. We're going to do a little role play, and I'm going to read the scenario. So Shruti and Sangeeta are friends. Shruti's daughter, Leia, had been dealing with bullying at school. She's being bullied on her physical appearance and has expressed her insecurities in facing that situation with her mom, Shruti. Shruti and Sangeeta bump into each other at a park, and Sangeeta senses that something is bothering her and asks her what's going on with her. What do Shruti and Sangeeta discuss, and how does Sangeeta help reinforce the act of love and alleviate Shruti's situation? So, well, they're already in line, but we're supposed to act like we're going to pick that. So I guess they didn't get the memo. So Sirisha Auntie and Mona Auntie, thank you for being our volunteers. Sirisha Auntie will play Shruti, and Mona Auntie will play Sangeeta.
Hey, Sairam Shruti, how are you?
Sairam Sangeeta, how are you? I'm doing good.
Great. It's been a while since we met.
Yeah.
Have you been doing okay? How was family? How are the kids?
All good now.
You don't look a little low though. Is anything bothering you?
Yes, Sangeeta. Thank you for asking. You know, my daughter is in middle school. My daughter Laya is in middle school. She's getting bullied at school. Kids are being mean to her, saying bad things and bad comments about her physical appearance. Since she is shy, she easily gets teased and cannot defend herself.
Oh, that's really sad, Shruti. I'm so sad to hear that. Children at this young age do not actually understand there is no ideal standards for physical beauty. The beauty is in our hearts, and it's really important that we understand that it's the mind that creates the differences amongst us. Bullying in schools has become so common these days. How are you handling it, Shruti?
Yeah, I talk to her a lot nowadays and I listen to her problems and try to give back as much love as I can. See, Sangeeta, telling them be strong and love everybody is very easy. But how do I let her know to actually apply it?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I think it's really important that we give them a safe and trusted environment. What you're doing seems to be, absolutely right. As long as we have the channel of communication open with our kids, it helps them, confide in us and share their honest feelings.
Yeah, but you know her being quiet, it is getting worse day by day. She's losing her confidence. What else I need to do? What do you think?
Yeah, it's a bit difficult with shy children. If you're outspoken, you can go and fight. Um, no, of course, why not? There's nothing wrong to fight for your own. Um, I think we need to teach our children the importance of self-love and how beautifully Suvi and Harini talked about self-love. We need to get out of our fears. And I also feel, we don't need anyone else to approve us. No one has the right to hurt me. If they hurt me, it's their problem. It's in their mind. It's them. It's not me. So we need to teach them that they are who they are. And how Swami says, you are not the person. We are three people in all. The one you think you are, the one others think you are, and the one you actually are. The world would be mean at innumerable times, and we need to be able to support them in a way that they are strong enough to support themselves. They need to be able to respond to the situation, not react. Staying calm is the key, but at the same time being assertive and standing up for yourself is also important.
Yeah. Do you think really they can do this?
These kind of things take time. It's not going to happen instantly, but as long as she understands that she is who she is and God has made her complete, there's nothing lacking in her. As long as she understands that she values her own self and nobody can put her down, that's how she'll be able to be more resilient in future and be able to handle these kind of situations. She's love herself. She doesn't have to have anyone else approve her. And she has I'm sure she has a supportive family, loving family, right? You are there to support her, listen to her, and that's pretty much where you start.
Thank you, Sangeeta, for being my Swami and advising the right thing at the right time. This reminds me something from my childhood. My mom used to say, wake up in the morning, go to the mirror, look at you and say, I love you. And say the same thing to the next person next to you. I love you like me. Maybe this will help us to solve the issues in our life, at school, everywhere.
Yes, I completely agree. I do feel though that, she is being hurt in the school, which I understand, is a very common situation. But you as a parent should also make sure, go talk to the teachers and make sure that corrective actions are taken. We cannot accept it. And our children should be safe and secure in the school environment. And if the other kids are being mean, it's them, they are showing who they are. And on your mom's quote, I would
They
say
think she's not that.
she's not, she's pure love, right? So she doesn't have to worry about what other kids think of her. And I like how your mom taught you, I love you, Sushruti.
Thank you. I love you too.
I know.
That was a lovely scenario with a beautiful message on how to act on an act of kindness and how love can help conquer our anxieties. So, like Siri Shanti's mom said, I love you like me. Say, everyone, please say that to your neighbor, because sometimes you just need it sometimes. And please feel free.
And this is why Swami always addresses us Prema
Embodiments of love, because we all have love within us, and we have to share that with everybody around us.
And that is that.
Saram, thank you, Dharini, and pulling the wire on me. And Saravi, excellent job. And to the teachers also, group 4 teachers, good job. I think the most important part to know is that love is not emotional love. Most of us want to use this word in an emotional way. And that word has become an emotion and an opposite of which many children and youth use when they don't like something as a hate. I hate it. I hate you. I hate that. So first and foremost, we need to eliminate that word from our dictionary and simply substitute with the love, not the likes and dislikes, not the Facebook stuff. Because when somebody likes our post on a Facebook, we think they love us. Nothing to do with that. That like is not love. It's an appreciation. So we have completely lost in our awareness the lexicon of what these values actually mean in totalness. So therefore we are only applying it in our limited perspective of emotions. That most of the people think truth is simply about speaking. That is the awareness. Everybody thinks truth is about speaking. Many people think dharma is about just doing duty. Many people think peace is being about being calm. And our awareness has come so much down that we think love means emotionally appreciating or to expect an appreciation from someone. When we truly face life situations like it was enacted here, I honestly, humbly feel that the child should be taken to a psychological counselor who can actually help understand and appreciate their self-worth. Because that is a stigma in the society that we think that going to a counselor is that we are cuckoos. It's nothing to do with that. Just like when you get pain, you go to a doctor. Just like similarly, mental health is similar to physical health. So we should appreciate and utilize all the resources. But one thing Swami said to me when I asked him what is love, Swami used the words live and love 5 times and asked me reverse, what is the difference between live and love? And I was thinking very hard. And then he said, simple, I and O. In live there is I, in love there is O. This beautiful presentation that they put together. So living starts with the I and the appreciation of the life within us. That is what we love. Appreciation of the life within us is love.
and how that whole system is enabled so beautifully by the supreme love. That's what we are appreciating. We are not appreciating our body, but actually we are appreciating that love inside us that is making the body work, that's making our senses work, that's making our mind think, that's making our intellect differentiate between real and unreal. So, in self-appreciation, you are appreciating the supreme love. And in supreme love, you are appreciating the self expressed in others. Therefore, live is I, love is others, and therefore Bhagavan said, when you are living for others, it is love. When you live for yourself, it is simply live. And this incredible journey of love, love is the fundamental thing. So Bhagavan used only two values in his beautiful song. What are the two values, Harsh? In a song that he sang, that we sang the other day?
Love is my form.
Yeah, love is not what you are singing today, right? What is the love is my form. Truth is my breath. So only two. Live is truth, love is love. And that love, when he expressed this, love is my form, that means when you see him, you are seeing love, and when he sees us, he sees love. That's why he said, embodiments of love. Prematma Swarupulara, Divyatma Swarupulara, embodiments of divinity. And then he never ever said, Papatma Swarupulara. He never called his devotees or anyone for that matter a sinner. So there is absolutely no sin in the context of our beautiful beings. It's all in love. And this is the beautiful love that we are going to celebrate as the Supreme Jesus, the Christ. And you can see yesterday we celebrated Islam and how it's related to peace. And when you look at the cross represents cutting the eye across, is the cross, as Bhagavan said. So therefore, when the ego is surrendered on the cross, it becomes expression of love, the supreme sacrifice that any human being has done in the history is putting themselves on a cross for the sake of others. And that is love. And that others is the word. The other is present in the word
Mother.
mother. Therefore, mother is love. And now imagine what it is today when we are celebrating the Deha Māta as an expression of love. How is that mother for other? Because genetically speaking, almost 50% of the fetus that the mother is carrying doesn't belong to her. And immunologically it can reject it because it's not mine. When a bacteria enters into your body that is harmful, your body immunologically rejects it because it doesn't belong to you. But the mother accepts the other in her fetus. And therefore, she is the supreme love, the Deha Māta. So much so that Adi Shankaracharya, the renunciate, actually, even though he was all capable of taking the sannyasa by himself, explicitly seeks the permission of the mother. And when he is leaving the place, the mother said, you have to come back and see me, even though it is not dharmic on the part of sannyasis, anything to do with their past life or body relations. Adi Shankara came back to his hometown to see the funeral rites of his Supreme Divine Mother. Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba himself revered Mother Ishwarama with supreme love. Everything that she said, in fact, I tell people there are two people I go to when I want to get some blessing of Bhagavan. One is Ganesha, the second is Mother Ishwarama, in that order. Most of the time it works. Because when you actually look at Bhagavan's life and mission, the entire life and mission of Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba is nothing but the wishes of Mother Ishwarama to start a general hospital for women who had to go miles and miles away for labor. She couldn't see that, and she said, Swami, start a hospital, just a labor ward for the women so that they can give birth to the babies. Bhagavan started a hospital like that. Then Bhagavan, please start a school here because children are going miles and miles away, including Bhagavan himself. Therefore, the first school he started was Ishwarama Primary School. And then the third thing that she asked for is about water. And he brought water to Puttapati. So how much love he has for his mother, and to fulfill the wishes of the mother who he adored as none other than supreme love. And that love expressed through Ishwarama had happened in Bhagavan's mission. Jai Sai Ram.
मन से कहो राम राम राम, राम राम राम, राम राम राम, श्री राम राम राम।
प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम राम राम, राम राम राम, राम राम राम, श्री राम राम राम।
प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम राम राम, राम राम राम, राम राम राम, श्री राम राम राम।
प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम राम राम, राम राम भक्ति साई हमको दीजो प्रेमामृत धारा प्रेमामृत धारा साई भक्ति साई हमको दीजो प्रेमामृत धारा प्रेमामृत धारा भव सेवा की अवसर दीजो रचनारी महने भव सेवा की अवसर दीजो रचनारी महने राधामृत में भाव दीजो प्रेमधारी भगवान प्रेमधारी साई भक्ति साई हमको दीजो प्रेमामृत धारा प्रेमामृत धारा भव सेवा की अवसर दीजो रचनारी महने Remind me, my Lord, remind me, Remind me, my Lord, who I am.
I am home,
Through this life of distraction and of illusion, remind me, my Lord, who I am.
I am bruised, I am beaten, behind
I am bruised, I am beaten, behind Ananda Swarupa, Prema Swarupa, remind me, my Lord, who I am. I am love, I am love, your love. I am love, I am love, your love. Remind me, my Lord, remind me, my Lord, remind me, my Lord, who I am.
Bhagavan is describing in his own words the power of love. ఏ ప్రేమ శక్తిచే ఈ ధారుని చక్రము ఇరుసు లేకుండుగా తిరుగుచుండు. Imagine this earth which is rotating on itself. What is that axle on which the earth is rotating? That is the power of love that's making the earth rotate. It's the power of love that millions of stars are just standing in the sky. If one of them falls on this earth, the entire earth will get shattered. But it is this power of love that's making the stars stay and don't fall from the sky. It's the power of this love that's making the ocean refrain himself and not stretch his legs. If he does so, the entire earth will get washed away by a tsunami. It's this power of love that's making wind whirl through the entire 7 worlds. This supreme, grandiose power of love is the power of Atma. It is Adbhutam, wonderful, Anantam, infinite, Advitiyam, no second. And it is this power of love that is making this entire mega creation come through and sustain the entire cosmos and the universes within this cosmos. ये प्रेम शक्ति चे ई धारुणी चक्रंबु इरुसुले कुंडगा तिरुगुचुंडु ये प्रेम शक्ति चे ಎಲ್ಲ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರಾಲು ನಿರರಾಗಕಮಿಂದ ವಿರಿಚಿನುಳ್ಳು ఏ ప్రేమ శక్తి చే ఈ పుడని బడక కడనిరాయుడు కాళ్ళు ముడుచుకొని ఏ ప్రేమ శక్తి చే ఈ రేడు లోకాలు గాలి దేవుడు సుడిలు విసిరే ఆ ప్రేమ శక్తియే ఆత్మశక్తి అద్భుతమనందమద్వితీయం అంతయు ప్రేమమయము प्रेम ईश्वर है ईश्वर प्रेम है प्रेम ईश्वर है ईश्वर प्रेम धड़कन में साल समाए ईश्वर प्रेम हर धड़कन में साल समाए ईश्वर प्रेम हर धड़कन में साल समाए ईश्वर प्रेम
मह्यं मेधां प्रज्ञां प्रयच्छ स्वाहा ॐ नमो भगवते दक्षिणामूर्तये मह्यं मेधां प्रज्ञां प्रयच्छ स्वाहा ॐ नमो भगवते दक्षिणामूर्तये मह्यं मेधां प्रज्ञां प्रयच्छ स्वाहा ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः विश्वं दर्पणदृश्यमाननगरी तुल्यं निजान्तर्गतम् पश्यन्नात्मनि मायया बहिर्मो भूतं यथा निद्रया यः साक्षात् कुरुते प्रबोधसमये स्वात्मानमेवाद्वयम् तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदम् श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये ईयस्यान्तरिमां पुरो जगदिदम् भ्रान्तिर्विकल्पं पुनः मायाकल्पितदेशकालकलना वैचित्र्यचित्रीकृतम् मायावीव विजृम्भयत्यपि महायोगी मयस्वेच्छया तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदम् श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये यस्यैव स्फुरणं सदात्मतमसत् कल्पान्तरं भासते साक्षात् तत्त्वमसीति वेदवचसा यो बोधयत्याश्रितान् यः साक्षात्करणात् भवेन्न पुनरावृत्तिर्भवाम्भोरिहो तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदम् श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नानाच्छिद्रघटोदरस्थित महादीपप्रभाभास्वरम् ज्ञानं यस्य तु चक्षुरादिकरणद्वारावलिस्पन्दते जानामीति तमेव भान्तमनुभात् एतत् समस्तं जगत् तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदम् श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये देहं प्राणमपीन्द्रियाण्यपि चलां बुद्धिं च शून्यं विदुः स्त्रीबालां दजडोपमा स्वहमिति भ्रान्ताभृशं वादिनः मायाशक्तिविलासकल्पित महाव्यामोहसंहारिणे तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदम् श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये राहुग्रस्तदिवाकरे मृत्सदृशो श्री गुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्री दक्षिणामूर्तये बाल्यादिष्वपि जाग्रदादिषु तथा सर्वास्वस्थास्वपि व्यावृत्ता स्वनुवर्तमानमहम् इत्यन्तस्फुरन्तं सदा स्वात्मानं प्रकटीकरोति भजता यो मुद्रया भद्रया तस्मै श्री गुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्री दक्षिणामूर्तये विश्वं पश्यति कार्यकारणतया स्वस्वामि सम्बन्धतः शिष्याचार्यतया तथैव पितृपुत्राद्यात्मना भेदतः स्वप्ने जाग्रति वाग्वेश पुरुषो माया परिभ्रामितः तस्मै श्री गुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्री दक्षिणामूर्तये भूरं वांशनलो नीलोम्बरं महन्नादो हिमांशुः पुमान् विद्याभाति चराचरात्मकमिदं यस्यैव मूर्त्यष्टकम् नान्यं किञ्चन विद्यते विमृशतान् यस्मात् परस्माद्विभो तस्मै श्री गुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्री दक्षिणामूर्तये सर्वात्मत्वमिति स्फुटीकृतमिदं यस्मादमुष्मिंसवे येनास्य श्रवणात् तदर्थमननात् ध्यानात् च सङ्कीर्तनात् सर्वात्मत्वमहाविभूतिसहितं शारीश्वरत्वं स्वतः सिद्ध्येत पुनरष्टधा परिणतं चैश्वर्यमव्याहतम्
Take the fruits out. Fruits out.
Today we have meaningless desires. He prays for his own welfare and progress, but he doesn't pray for the world. Society is very important. Country is very important. We have to conduct ourselves keeping the welfare of the society. Power of small business beautifying the world. What is the reason for thousands and is love is the main cause. Without this love, you would not have been here. What sort of love? It is give and take by way. You have to receive divine love. And you have to offer your life. However, both are one. The divine love appears as a reflection in your body. The love of this ancient, eternal divinity shines in everyone as its reflection. The love is gifted, not misused. Let me proper use of it. Fill it up in your heart. Share it. And make this country happy. This is the nature of love. Who are invited here? Who are asked to be here? Nothing whatsoever. It is the tender, soft, delicate, magnetic love that is found here. There is power in this magnet. Some don't carry with them the iron filings, therefore they are not drawn by the magnet. There is power in the magnet. But the iron is dusted and the rusted, therefore it is not drawn. Remove the rust and the dust, it is bound to be drawn. Sensual pleasure. That is jealousy and envy. If you cleanse and purify yourself, you may be anywhere. You belong to Bhagavan. You may be anywhere. You may be in the forest, or in space, city, village, on the top, deep sea. If you are forlorn and needy, Bhagavan will come to your rescue. You are anywhere. But make your heart always sacred. Develop the sacred heart. ప్రేమకు మాత్రమే ఇక్కడ ప్రవేశం. There's entry for love. ప్రేమ ముఖ్యంగా స్వామి యొక్క ప్రయాణమైనప్పుడు ప్రేమ కనిపించాయి. As Bhagavan started from there, we have experienced this morning the drops of love. They are all signs of all auspicious occasions. The whole world should be full of love. Then there will be no jealousy, envy or pride. Today jealousy is a disease among people. A family is jealous of another family. A person is envious of another. A village is jealous of another. A country is jealous of another country. So jealousy is widely spreading. Therefore first kill this jealousy. Kill this hatred. Kill this anger. How to kill it? Love that will help you to kill. There is no other powerful medicine beyond this love. Develop love. Talk to people smiling. Even if the enemy comes to you, say, how are you, sir? You say so, their heart will change. When you turn your face, and is the feeling, so will be the response. మనసుకు మనసాక్షి, దేహకు గుణం సాక్షి, సర్వకు స్వరం సాక్షి, ముఖాలకు ముఖం సాక్షి. కనుకనే మన హృదయం సాక్షి, అందరినీ మనం ప్రేమతో ప్రవర్తించాలి. Therefore, our heart is a witness. Talk to everyone with all the love. కనుక నేటి నుంచి సాధ్యమైనంత వరకు ప్రేమను అభివృద్ధి గావించుకోండి. From this day to the extent possible, దేహాన్ని నిర్మూలన చేయండి. Kill this hatred. అసూయను నిర్మూలన చేయండి. Kill this envy. క్రోధాన్ని దగ్గరకు రానివ్వకండి. Don't allow the anger to be anywhere near. ఎంత దూరంగా ఉంటే అంత నీవు ఆనందాన్ని అనిపిస్తావు. The more it is far off, you'll be more happy. Very, 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 very happy. చాలా మంది స్వామి హ్యాపీ బర్త్డే అని అన్నారు విదేశీ. Foreigners said, Swami, happy birthday. I am always happy. I'm always happy. కానీ హ్యాపీ మీకు లేదు, మీరే be happy. About your happiness, Bhagavan blesses you so that you will be happy. Happy birthday చెప్పనక్కర్లేదు. You don't need to wish Bhagavan happy birthday. Second మీరు హ్యాపీగానే ఉంటారు. Bhagavan is happy every second. మీరు సంవత్సరాల ముందు హ్యాపీ బర్త్డే అంటారు. హ్యాపీ బర్త్డే సంవత్సరాలకు కాసుకోండి. Wait for 1 full year to be greeted. క్షణం కూడా హ్యాపీ ఉంటారు. Every moment is happy. క్షణం కూడా హ్యాపీగా ఉంటుంది, హెల్తీగా ఉంటుంది. ఈ ప్రేమ అనేటువంటి యొక్క వరప్రసాదాన్ని ప్రపంచానికి పంచి మీ జీవితాన్ని సార్థకం చేస్తుంది. Bhagavan blesses you so that you will be happy every minute of your life by sharing the love with everyone.
Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our शरणं गच्छामि धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि संघं शरणं गच्छामि बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम 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 ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह अल्लाह अल्लाह 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 ओम साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात् ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात् ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात् ॐ श्रीनिवासाय विद्महे सच्चिदानन्दाय धीमहि तन्नः साई प्रचोदयात् ॐ श्रीनिवासाय विद्महे सच्चिदानन्दाय धीमहि तन्नः साई प्रचोदयात् ॐ श्रीनिवासाय विद्महे सच्चिदानन्दाय धीमहि तन्नः साई प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु 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 शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
Sairam, thought for the day. I have come to light the lamp of love in your hearts, to see that it shines day by day with added luster. I have not come to speak on behalf of any particular dharma like Hindu dharma. I have not come on any mission of publicity for any sect, creed, or cause, nor have I come to collect followers for any doctrine. I have no plan to attract disciples or devotees into my fold or any fold. I have come to tell you of this universal unitary faith, this Atmic principle, this path of love, this dharma of love, this duty of love, and this obligation to love. All religions teach one basic discipline: removal from the mind the blemish of egoism and of running after little joy. Every religion teaches man to fill his being with the glory of God and evict the pettiness of conceit. It trains him in methods of detachment and discrimination so that he may aim high and attain liberation. Believe that all hearts are motivated by one and only God. Divine Discourse, Baba.
Sairam, I think Swami heard me yesterday. And he decided to show his love. I cannot comprehend how this happens, only because only one mind is operating, and it is the divine cosmic mind. And all of us are simply puppets of this divine cosmic mind, which is nothing but love. And when this love moves inside our heart, he moves 1,000 steps towards us. Thank you, Bhagavan. Very quickly, we'll have our closure of Gurupurnima celebration tomorrow with celebration of non-violence, ahimsa. And all the 4 groups of SSE, outstanding job. And I could actually see that the number of children decreased as the groups increased. And tomorrow it will be YA, and I think it will be one person presenting, right?
There's a surprise.
Okay. Okay, we await the surprise then. So tomorrow is celebration of ahimsa, and we will also have the conclusion of the Gurupurnima celebration with doing Palaki Seva to Bhagavan. We'll take both the Babas from here around the place, and please come lightly dressed, not on shorts, but definitely comfortable clothing, and then wear cotton and drink some water, and we'll have the Palaki Seva tomorrow, which we await every year to do 2 times, one during the Mahasamadhi of Bhagavan on Vijayadashmi, and then on Gurupurnima, which is the celebration of his love. So also the day after tomorrow, we have the American River Cleaning Project, and in the morning, so it's a working day, but whoever can come, please come. Hopefully we have some sign-ups already. Okay. And then on the 24th of July, we'll do the Mahanarayan Seva, the loaves and fishes. And that will be celebration of Gurupurnima almost the entire month. Jai Sai Ram. Have a wonderful evening.
Swami कल्पलतिका ब्रह्मांडका ओम जय जगदीश हरे मानपिता गुरुदैवमु हरियं करुणीवे स्वामी हरियं करुणीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नागेन्द्र शयन ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूप वचन शिव साई महादेवा सत्य साई महादेवा मंगलारती अमृतो मंगलारती अमृतो मंगलगीतानि ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय। श्री सच्चिदानंद सद्गुरु साईनाथ महाराज की जय। ओमाणु आरती माझा सद्गुरुनाथा माझा साईनाथा वाचाही तत्त्वांच्या दीपला मिळाला निर्गुणाची स्थिती कैसी आकार आली बाबा आकार आली सर्व गती धरून मुरली साई माऊली ओमाणु आरती माझा सद्गुरुनाथा माझा साईनाथा वाचाही तत्त्वांच्या दीपला मिळाला तम सत्व दीपे माया प्रसारी बाबा माया प्रसारी मायेची पोळी कैसी माया उद्भवली ओमाणु आरती माझा सद्गुरुनाथा माझा साईनाथा वाचाही तत्त्वांच्या दीपला मिळाला सागरी कैसा खेळ मांडला बाबा खेळ मांडला खेळोनिया खेळ अवध विस्तार केला ओमाणु आरती माझा सद्गुरुनाथा माझा साईनाथा वाचाही तत्त्वांच्या दीपला मिळाला ब्रह्मांडेची रचना कैसी दाखवली डोला बाबा दाखवली डोला तुका म्हणे माझ्या स्वामी कृपाळू बोला ओवाळू आरती माझ्या सद्गुरुनाथा माझ्या साईनाथा वाचाही तत्त्वांच्या दीपला मिळाला जो पल ज्ञानाचा व्याधि तू चहरुनिया निज सेवक दुःखालाभो भोगी सी व्याधि तू चहरुनिया निज सेवक दुःखालाभो रामुनि भक्त व्यसन हरीषि दर्शन देशि क्या लाभो रामुनि भक्त व्यसन हरीषि दर्शन देशि क्या लाभो छाले असतिव कष्ट अतिशय तुम चर्या देहा लभो जय जय साईनाथ। Baba Krishna kalpane cha soduni galabala Baba santuni galabala Kama shanti rase bhumya zera Kata swami sukhe nindra kara Baba kara sainada Kinmaya sukha dhamadauni bhauraye khanda Shravanmani Devuni Nazuka Dushara Baba Nazuka Dushara Niranjari Satguru Swami Niranjari Sejera Mata Swami Sukhe Nindra Kara Avadhuta Baba Kara Sainada Chinmaya Sukha Dhamadauni Bhauraye Khanda Sadguru Sainath Maharaj ki jai Shri Gurudeva Datta Bhai Prasada Jiva Kalyane Duniya Tata Sesha Kironi Jariya Tujhe Jariya Bhojana Salovika Sarvaduma Harumira Deva Sesha Kironi Jariya Tujhe Jariya Bhojana Tukamani Chittamani Rayoni Mata Sesha Kironi Jariya Tujhe Jariya Bhojana Bhavana Prasada Kavito Nijave Baba Mata Nijave Akula Dosha Makalve Tase Bhave Mata Swami Sukhe Nindra Kara Gopala Baba Sai Dayala Kule Manoratha Jatu Apulya Sarana Tumma Sitayo Gami Apulya Sarana Baba Apulya Sarana Shubha Shubha Karme Tushivaya Priya Mata Swami Sukhe Nindra Kara Gopala Baba Sai Dayala Kule Manoratha Jatu Apulya Sarana Tukamani Dinde Ucchistate Bhojana Ucchistate Bhojana Naini Vadile Ama Apulya Vinna Mata Swami Sukhe Nindra Kara Gopala Baba Sai Dayala Kule Manoratha Jatu Apulya Sarana Sadguru Sainath Maharaj ki jai
Sacred, holy and supreme is Baba's Vibhuti, pouring forth in brilliant stream his play of Vibhuti. So auspicious is its light, it grants liberation. Baba's Vibhuti, his power protects me. Paramam pavitram Baba Vibhutim Paramam Vichitram Leela Vibhutim Paramadha Ishkadha Moksha Pradhanam Baba Vibhutim Idamasrayami. Sai Om Sai Sri Sai Jaya Jaya Sai Om Sai Sri Sai Jaya Jaya Sai సాయి జయ జయ సాయి ఓం సాయి శ్రీ 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 సాయి జయ జయ సాయి ఓం జయ జయ